Hello, everyone. My name is Issa Allen. I'm a mental health therapist for over 13 years, and I specialize in depression, anxiety, PTSD, and childhood trauma. So, I'm going to explain to you what mental health is and when to seek help. So let's start off by describing what is mental health. Mental health is simply the way we think, the way we act, the way we react, and the way we feel. It is not something that just the crazies have. If you ask me, your mental health is just as and more important than your physical health because your mind is very powerful, right? And if you do not understand, how your mind functions, you're going to fall into a trap to where your feelings and your emotions leads you versus you leading it. If you catch a cold and you catch a fever, your body aches. If you think you have COVID, you're going to run right to the doctor and say, hey, I am sick. Please prescribe something to help me get over this. Same thing for mental health. If you feel like you are not able to cope or you're not coping with a situation in your life that is creating this barrier for you to continue living normally, so to speak. If you have been a victim to violence, if you've been a victim to sexual abuse, if you are dealing with stress and not knowing how to cope with stress. So you're continuously being stressed out, right? And now it's just taking a toll on you. If you feel like you are in bed for more than you normally would be, or if you're kind of not hanging out with your friends as much, if you just feel like you're not yourself and you're just kind of falling victim to just being constantly sad and or having irrational thoughts such as wanting to harm yourself or constantly thinking about death or even wanting to harm others, right? And you know that is not your normal kind of self, so to speak. It's just that you've created this downward spiral of negative thoughts and you're letting these negative thoughts entertain your mind and you're entertaining these thoughts and not blocking them. These are all signs that maybe you need to go see a therapist, just like you would see a doctor when your body is ill. And the goal here is to equipping yourself with enough skills and techniques and tools to help go through the bad days in life, so to speak, so that you can get through. I just talked about this too. Going through something doesn't mean that you're stuck there. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define the rest of your life. Okay, you're going through it, but keyword is through. You're going to get over it. It's going to come to an end, but you want to make sure that you're not damaging yourself while you're going through it. So again, you want to kind of learn these skills and techniques and tools to cope with the constant sadness, to cope with grief, to cope with losing a job, to cope with family dysfunction, to cope with childhood traumas. Right? So it is so important to understand our past and our upbringing so that we can understand ourselves and why we think the way we do or why we react the way we react. At the end of the day, I would just like to say to you that if you feel like you are not performing and or you're not doing your daily regimen of what you are and who you are, you know who you are. And at the end of the day, you know if something's wrong. No matter how much you may portray or front in front of people, at the end of the day, if something is off, it does not hurt to talk to an unbiased professional to help you get through what you're going and cope with and learn different skills and techniques. Thank you for having me. My name is Issa Allen and have a great day.